Hi, I'm going to show you how to assign this in Google Classroom. So I'm going to click on Apps and go to my Google Drive. If you recently purchased it, it should pop up right at the top in your recent items or in your quick access, I should say. So here it is. I can click on it if I just want to take a look at it. If I open it, here it is. And, if I want to delete any slides, I can. For example, before you give it to your kids, if you want to take off the teacher instructions, you can. If you want to take off the teacher example or take off the Geometry City, totally up to you. This slide has all of the kid tutorials on it that are made for the students. So you can decide if you want to change those videos or, teach them in a different way, totally fine. So you can delete any slides or add things to it. You can also copy this slide and add it to a different slideshow. If you already have some geometry work you're doing in a different slideshow, you can do copy and then go over to that slideshow and paste it. But I think that this project is good to go the way that it is. So I'm just going to go ahead and assign it like this. So I don't actually have to do anything here. I don't even really have to open it. That was just in case you wanted to change anything. What I'm really going to do is go to Google Classroom. So I'm at classroom.google.com, or I can click on my array and find Classroom. Now, I'm a real teacher, but this is my personal account, so I made a test class so that I'm not showing you all of my real students' names. So that's why I have 0 students here. But the process will still look the same. So I'm going to open up my classroom, and I'll go to Classwork, and I'm going to click on Create. I'll choose assignment because that's the only way that works with the slideshows where you want to duplicate it for every student. All right, I can give it a title. So geometry. And then here you can type out some instructions if you want to. So that's just an example. And then I'm going to click on Add, and I will choose Google Drive. So it popped right up here because it's something I was looking at recently. If not, you can always search for it. This one's called Geometry City, or you can scroll down and look for it that way. I'm going to click and then click Add, and there it is. The most important part for me is that I change this. I don't want the students to view the file. I want to make a copy for each student so that they can all make their own city and it won't affect anybody else's city. Then you can choose if you want to change any of this. So all students, or you can select some. I don't have any in this class, but in my real class, it would give me a list here of all my students, and I could check or uncheck and assign it to certain kids if I wanted to. You can decide how many points you want it to be out of, or you can mark it as ungraded. You can pick a due date or have no due date. And then if you have categories in your classroom like math, science, literacy, etc., then you can put it under a certain topic so that when students open up Google Classroom, this is housed under the math section. Okay? When you're ready, go ahead and hit assign, or you can schedule it for a later date. And that's it. When your students open Google Classroom and they open this, it will make their own copy that they can work on, and then they can turn it in when they are ready. So this went under math here because it's the only one that I gave a topic to. And they can click on it and they can open it like this. And then each kid is going to get their own copy. My apologies that my computer is a little bit slow today. But each kid will get their own copy and they can make their own city, and then they can turn it in when they're ready. Okay, I'm in teacher mode, so it just says present and share, but the kids will have a little button here that says turn in, and they can turn it in when it's done, and then you'll get that information about who's turned it in and who hasn't. All right, so I hope that's helpful. I hope you really enjoy this project, and thank you for watching. Please let me know if you have any